Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I just gotta do this rant. I have to do it. My brain's gonna explode. Inflation is over, and you're not gonna hear about it in the news. And why is it over, do you say? Am I gone crazy? Have my eyes bugged out? Has driving my electric truck drove me crazy? Made me crazy like a fox. Well, I'm posting this video for one reason. One, the media, especially the business media, have been relentless since the beginning of the year about inflation. And I want to give you a quick little lesson on inflation. And are we in a recession? Well, first of all, I graduated and started working in the 1980s. 1982 to be exact. 3, 4, 5. These were terrible years to get a job. Unemployment was 15%. Oil was $9 a barrel. Simple as that. I live in a city that produced oil. Now we do a lot of other things now, but for the most part, I mean, cell phones didn't exist. I mean, there's a lot of factors, okay? But I had IT. What's called IT now. It wasn't called that back then. I had job offers galore. New technology. People keep forgetting these new technologies create, anyways. Inflation was crazy. Interest rates were 20%. Housing prices were down. Everyone's like saying the world's coming to an end. Well, I didn't know much back then, but I know a lot now. So here we are today, and they've been talking this inflation number. Wow, they just won't let it go. For 10 years, we had inflation of about 0.3%. We couldn't even get to 1%. Interest rates went down to 0 to try and get some inflation. We finally get some inflation. And of course, the speculators come in. And why do I say the speculators come in? Because if you go onto Google and you type in aluminum, copper, corn, oil, lumber, not natural gas, it's got an asterisk. There's a reason natural gas was $9. But anyways, March 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 10, 15 was about the peak of all the commodities. And I mean, they sell everything on the CME. I mean, everything. I swear, if they could sell air, they would. So, what has happened? It's July. And all they talk about, inflation, inflation, inflation. Now they're talking about stagflation, now deflation, deflation. Like, are you kidding me? Can they not just, in 24 hours news stations got to invent something? Are they lying? Not necessarily. Do they have somebody on that has good figures that you might think, hey, that guy's right? No. So let's take a look at it. Back in that March point, pretty much for everything, when these numbers were coming out at 7, 8, 9%, they said we're going to have annual inflation of 7, 8, 9%. And we're in recession. Well, they're saying we're in recession because of one thing, and it's irrelevant because the unemployment numbers don't show it. And this is what they're saying. Stock market's down, we're going to be in recession. No. This is what's going on. Aluminum is down 38.6%. Copper is down 31.7% as of the filming of this video today. From its peak in March, when after that quarter finished and they reported inflation, inflation, inflation. Okay, are you following me? Now, corn is down 30%, oil's down 22%, lumber's down 45.5%. I almost bought a 2x6 the other day, but not quite, because my 45% reduction in cost isn't there yet. I should be able to get those 8-foot 2x6s for about $5.85, and they're still at the $9 level. That is down from the $18 level. Nat gas down 41%. It's summertime. This happens every year. Not a fair barometer. We'll have to take a winter month, compare natural gas, see what really happened there. That's got a supply shortage. I don't think natural gas is going to go lower. Wheat down 43.5. Wheat down 43.5%. Everything that's made with wheat. Think about what wheat's in. Down 50% down in cost. All those companies that make that stuff, 50% down in cost. This is their number one cost. Wheat. Soybeans down 25.7%. Corn, wheat, and soybeans, and canola. Wow. They're in almost everything we eat. And they're down 25, 45, 50% right now today. These are the costs that people will get in November because the contracts for July, August, September are gone. October, they're filled. It's November. Oh, there's speculators that are doing these kind of contracts right now, but the producers and the people that need it, the manufacturers, they've locked things in. They're done. They're being delivered. So, what does this mean? This means inflation is going to be gone. And they'll start talking recession, recession, recession. Because guess what? Aluminum is right now selling for $23.79 and it's down 38%. They're going to compare to that number. That's deflation. If this stays right here for the next year, we have negative inflation. Negative. We're going to have negative inflation. I hope we don't, but we're going to have negative inflation. The big number here is soybeans. It's down, the world's coming to an end, and I just can't believe they got to take 1 day to 2 days. They don't look at the big picture. So look at the big picture, and I picked soybeans just simply because it was the last one I looked at. Soybeans right now is $13.13. Okay? $1,313, I believe that's a metric ton. Okay? That's down 25.7% from where it was back when we were talking 8% inflation. But it is up from 2018, which soybeans were trading $812. Okay, $812. It's now $13.13. Those farmers are happy. They're getting 56% more in 4 years. 56 more. So if the price just holds where it's at, just stays there for the next couple of years and doesn't go up, doesn't go down, it's up 56%. So think about this. They're not talking about this, and they need to be talking about this. And people, I sell real estate. Interest rates where I live are basically, 5%. I tell people they're 5.25%. Can you get some 4.9s, some 4.7s? Yeah, you can. So, if you're a first-time home buyer and you're thinking of getting out there and you've just watched this ramp because you don't want to do anything because interest rates are 5% and you're used to seeing 2.2%, then what am I going to do? Well, first of all, you're not going to see 2.2% again for quite a while. We would have a real recession if that happened. I mean, serious deflation. GDP deflation, serious if it went back down there in a very short period of time. I'm not talking 10, 15 years from now. I mean by September. And housing would take off of that. If it went back to 2%, housing would just take off. Because we don't have unemployment. Everyone's working. Everyone I know is hiring. Everyone. So, we're at 5.25% basically. Last year, this time we were 2.25%. We went too far too fast. We did. We went too far too fast, and we went too fast on almost everything else. Yes, there's serious food inflation. I mean, serious. But everything else has already come down. You may not see it in the store yet, or you may not see it in the numbers yet, because they're always lagging indicators. But I'm telling you right now, inflation is over. Bank Canada did its job. Hopefully they learned their lesson and don't lower rates. They just leave them right where they are. The bond market runs the mortgage rates, and it is overshot, and it's speculative. I'm telling you right now, there is some serious speculative money in the bond market. 10-year Treasury is down to 2.8%, which is a good thing. But no, all they say it's a bad thing. It was 3.5 a month and a half ago. I don't know. It can't be bad going up and it can't be bad going down. It's either good or bad, okay? It can't be bad and then bad. It's either good and then bad, or bad, now good. Come on. So, get ready. Hang on to your horses. Get your checkbook ready. Start planning. Housing prices are stable where I live. Yes, they are up from last year. Are they going higher? Probably not. Apartment condos maybe a little bit, townhouses a little bit, but for the most part, they're stable. Now, get ready. Get qualified. Get your checkbook ready. There's going to be a little more product. People are still happy. They're selling for $60,000 more than they did last year. That's okay. We're down for 6 years. Inflation's over. Everyone's still working. The numbers of where everything is that we sell and produce, okay, it's the speed limit. It used to be 200 kilometers an hour, and now it's 110. It's the speed limit. I know, feels slow, but it's not. Get ready. Interest rates are going to drop a little bit. We're 5.25. Maybe we get down. I think we're going to get back down to that 4.25, 4.4 level. And as soon as that happens, and you can lock that rate in for 120 days before you purchase, that people are going to jump into the market that are on the sidelines. They were like, oh man, this is ridiculous. I lost my pre-qualified rate. I get this. I got 10 people right now, just their eyes bugged out and said, we're done. They're done. 5.25. No, we don't want to do it. It's not that they don't qualify. They just don't want to do it. 4.25, everyone comes back in. If you take the average price and figure it all out, everyone's back in. So, inflation is over. Watch this, give it a thumb. I don't care. I'm telling you right now, these are the indicators. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the future.